Hey Fredericksburg, I'm Patty Murphy and I'm here with Danielle and Cornbread. You're gonna love the names we have today. She is about 3.5 years old, red bone hound. She could stand to put on a teeny bit of weight. She's about 50 pounds. She's unfortunately an alumni. The first time she was adopted from here, her activity level was a little too much for people. They said it was for other dogs. The activity level was too much for the other dogs. We think it could have been just for the people. It was too much. She's young, and her breed is an active breed. So be aware of that. She loves to snuggle. Part of the reason we chose her today is because she pushes up against the kennel and just wants some loving. So please come and love on her. Cornbread, we think, the second time, the people that adopted her only had her for a very brief time, like maybe a day or two, and said that she did not like cats. So that's what we know. We're not certain about that though, right?
From what I heard, they didn't have her for very long, but they insisted that she was insistent on getting to the cats.
Okay.
So
Sometimes that could be a curiosity thing more than anything.
It's just gonna be one of those things where it's gonna take some time.
She's gonna need another dog that has similar energy level. That would be advantageous for you as the owner, but also for both the dogs. I think she'd be a very good companion for another dog. And she's just a love. She's a beautiful coat, hence her name. She's had two names, Ruby and Cornbread, but we're sticking with Cornbread because that's more fun. So come and see her from 12 to 4, Tuesday through Saturday, and talk to Michelle and Danielle about any questions you have about taking care of the puppies. Thanks so much. Hey Fredericksburg, I'm Patty Murphy, and Danielle and I are back with Big Worm. I love that name. And this guy, I'm staying a little bit of a distance only because he takes a bit to warm up. Out here though today, he has been great with us. So we're just giving him cautious space because we don't want to have to rile him up for anything. This guy, as always, they all love Danielle. But it took him like 2 or 3 days till Danielle was able to love him because he was scared. He was surrendered under kind of weird circumstances. We don't really understand, but we're just going with the fact that he's here and we need to find him a home. We think he's about 8 years old. He's about 85 pounds. We don't know how he'd be with other dogs. But he does definitely need some warm-up time, so maybe a meet and greet a couple times would be wise. Out here, he's been great, but again, we're giving him some grace, and this face is just to die for. He is just a love. Couple things to be aware of. He does have some fatty tumors, but we don't think they're anything that need to be addressed.
One thing about him is that he does not like to be restrained, so that would be something to think about when he has to do vet visits and stuff. He'll probably have to be sedated before.
Okay. Good to know. And one of the things I want you to keep in mind, because Big Worm was like this today when we saw him. Danielle was like, no, we gotta do Big Worm. And when I went and saw Big Worm, he didn't seem all that happy with me. And like sometimes people are a little grumpy. It's just, they're not grumpy inside. It's just what they got going on. It's a stressful situation. He has not been with his people for some time now, 3 weeks-ish. But even just being out here today, Danielle's noticed a difference in him. So he knows he's safe. He knows he's being cared for. But please, when you visit the kennel and see some of the craziness that goes on in there, please don't think that's indicative of their personality. It's a stressful environment. They don't know what's in store for them. And the consistency is only the consistency that Danielle, Michelle, and the staff here, who he has come to love, can give them. And just like young children, dogs need a routine. They need consistency. And when they don't have that, it's stressful for them. So please come and consider seeing Big Worm and the crew. And I hope we got a really great picture of his face, because if you love pitties, you're gonna love this guy. So please come and see Big Worm at the shelter Tuesday through Saturday from 12 to 4 and open your heart up to these guys. Thanks so much, Fredericksburg, and have a great day.